You already know what time it is, man. Welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite music connoisseur Henry here, and today is a good day. And why is it a good day, ladies and gentlemen? It's because Burna has just released his 8th studio album, No Sign of Weakness. And we've got to admire Burna and his work rate. You know, since African Giant, this guy has been releasing project after project after project. He's never leaving his fan base, you know, not fed. He's always feeding his audience, and like I said, man, I admire the work rate. I'm here to react and review his 8th studio album for the very first time. I'm not gonna waste too much time. Normally I do a long intro, but today there's no need for a long intro, you understand? This is Burna Boy, No Sign of Weakness. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, you know, we've just started our Patreon, so if you want to see the full album reaction, sign up to our Patreon right now. But listen, without further ado, No Sign of Weakness. Let's get into this one. Let's go. The first track is called No Panic, and this, you know, album is 16 tracks long. Like I said, it's 16 tracks long, and the first record is called No Panic. Let's see how this one sounds. Let's go. Hollywood to splashing on there. Yo, Burna's going off right now. Social media fuck. Listen, obviously I'm not Nigerian, yeah, you know, I'm Ghanaian. So listen, Ghana and Nigeria, I know we have this, you know, friendly rivalry, but we're all brothers and sisters at the end of the day. So obviously I can't understand what Burna is saying, but you know, I can just, cause I know how Burna feels about social media. So Burna doesn't really like social media, you know. He's really talked about social media before, saying how, you know, it's very toxic, which it is, or it can be. So I know that Burna said something not nice about social media. You know what I'm saying? I just know that for a fact. I don't need to speak Yoruba or understand what Burna's saying to know. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but yo, it's playing. Hey. I need my handkerchief, man. You know what I'm saying? I need my handkerchief so I can. Yo, this track is wavy. Hey. was talking grease. He was talking absolute grease on that record. He sounded pissed off. But guys, listen, oh my days, this is the Burna that I want. Yeah? Because listen, over the last couple projects, you know, of Burna's, they haven't really been my favorite of his, you know. He has released projects that have, you know, some great records on there, but I'm just talking as a project, right? As a project by itself. I haven't really liked the last couple, or I thought the last couple were decent, nothing compared to African Giant, but you know, it seems like with this album, Burna is definitely tapping more into, you know, peak Burna. You know, the music is sounding very versatile. I mean, some of the singles that I've heard already, like Sweet Love, you know, TaTaTa, even though I didn't really like that single too much, and Bundle by Bundle, I love Bundle by Bundle. So Sweet Love and Bundle by Bundle are some of my favorites. And even Update as well, I love Update. None of those tracks sounded the same. They were very different, very different. One was reggae, you know, obviously one was sort of Brazilian funk, and I can't remember what. Bundle by Bundle was Afro beats, and then Update had a lot of soul. All those 4 tracks were very different, man, and even this track alone as well. You know what I'm saying? It sounded very different, but oh my days, hey. I love it. I love this is how you start off an album, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Burna was talking his absolute shit on that record, man. And listen, the beat, the instrumental was absolutely fire, man. Listen, I am hyped from the album now. I can't even lie. I am hyped. So moving on to track number 2, it's the title of the album, No Sign of Weakness. Let's go. Let's see if Burna can carry on the momentum. Let's go. Hey, no, we need to take that back, Hold on. I was not ready for that. Come on. I was not ready for that drop. Let's take it all the way back. Come on. You only need space. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, every time you choose avoidance over action, yes, that's exactly what it needs to stay. Yes. The way it drops. Hold on. Yo, hey, no, Burna's not playing about. He's not playing about. Hold on. Yo, Burna Boy is locked in. He is locked. See, this is the Burna I fuck with. When Burna is locked in, there isn't much, you know what I'm saying, artists out there that can fuck with him. You get what I'm saying? When he's locked in, there aren't too many artists out there that can mess with him, that are on his level. And right now, this is just the first 2 tracks, so I'm trying not to get too gassed here. But the first 2 tracks, Burna seems locked in, and this is what I've been wanting from Burna. With this one, sounded a bit more like Afro hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Very different to what I've heard lately from Burna. But it's giving me old Burna vibes, man. Like, it's giving me old Burna, and I love it, bro. I love it. There were so many variations to that record, you know what I'm saying? Just from obviously the way Burna delivered, you know, his lyrics, his cadence, his flow, you know, the melody that I heard during the middle part of this track, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Burna was giving me different layers to him on this record, man. You know what I'm saying? And everything good about Burna was displayed on this track. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, Burna, you need to keep this up. You need to keep this up, because the first 2 tracks alone, bro, is giving me encouragement that this album, yeah, is Burna coming back to form. You know what I'm saying? But oi, guys, yo, that was hey, nah. Right now, like I said, it's only the first 2 tracks. So I'm trying not to get too overboard, because this has happened before. You know what I'm saying? And I've been let down, you know, not by Burna per se, but by other artists. So I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, but right now it's been a great start, man. These two tracks are instantly going in my playlist. So let's go to track number 3, Buy You Life. Let's go. Guys, oh my days. This one was spiritual. This one was a track from the ancestors. This is, oh guys, you don't understand like how I've been wanting, since African Giant, yeah, I've been wanting Burna to come back to this. This is African Giant Burna right here. Do you get it? Conscious Burna. When Burna is talking about something that is meaningful. Do you get it? Like, music that comes from the soul, bro. This is what I wanted Burna to come back to, and he's giving me it right now. Yo, this, I felt this in my spirit, I can't lie. I felt this in my spirit, bro. Like, you know, and man, listen, I understand that Burna had to, you know, because African Giant, I think for him was so, it took a lot out of him, just from a mental standpoint, just from a even a physical standpoint, because that album, he really, you know, really stretched himself out sonically. So it took a lot out of him. So I think he even said that, like, I just wanted to kind of, you know, make music that was less serious, you know. I wanted to make music that was just a bit more fun, because African Giant took a lot out of him mentally and physically and emotionally, because obviously that's a very, African Giant is a very conscious album, you know. So, you know, he kind of just wanted to leave that alone for a bit. But it seems like now he's coming back to his roots. You know what I'm saying? And I just absolutely love it, man. And guys, yo, you don't understand, bro. Like, I've been wanting this Burna for long. But that was a beautiful record, man. Beautiful record, bro. You know, it just for me, it just epitomizes who Burna is as a person. You know what I'm trying to say? Burna is the type of person that cares about people. He does. He cares about his country. He cares about the people around him. Like, Burna is a very, you know, I don't know Burna personally, but I know people that know Burna. And he takes care of his people, man. And like I said, he loves people. You know, he loves Africa as well. So yeah, like, this obviously track is very reflective of that. It's a lot. It's the softer side of Burna. You know what I'm saying? It's the softer side of Burna. It's the conscious side of Burna, and I'm all here for it, man. Guys, right now, bro, I can't fault Burna whatsoever, bro. He's free for free. So moving on to track number 4 is called Love. saying? Listen, first and foremost, one thing I've noticed, about this album so far is like I said, the production just sounds so clean, bro. Like, I'm a music nerd. I used to work in music, so like I, pay close attention to like, just the sonics of a record, man. Like, and whether a track is mixed well. A lot of these tracks aren't mixed well. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how they pass the quality control sort of test, because some of these tracks are not mixed well. But right now, these tracks are very well mixed. And like I said, the production is really good, man. And again, this is another conscious record from Burna, and I love the message behind this track, man. For real, listen, at the end of the day, love. If we don't have love in this world, we literally don't have anything, And it's time that we spread more love in this world instead of negativity, And it's also important that not only do you love others, but you love yourself as well, because in order for you to really love other people and to give yourself fully to other people, you need to love yourself first, love God, but also love yourself, So like I said, the message behind this, record, man, I absolutely love. And it's just, like I said, so great to see Burna talking about things that are meaningful, and like I told you, remember I just said before that Burna is a very, knowing people that know Burna, he's a very loving person, very giving person. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like guys, bro, like I said, yeah, right now, Burna is really impressing me. I didn't know what to expect from this album when I listened to it, because like I said, last couple albums from Burna have kind of disappointed me. But right now, man, Burna is making up for it, he's making up for it. So let's hope this continues, bro, because I'm loving what I'm hearing so far. So track number 5, guys, is the track that, features Travis Scott. It's called TaTaTa. Now, obviously, when this got released, and I listened to it, I did a reaction on our channel. A lot of people, weren't happy with me, because this was a track that I really didn't like, and I've heard it a couple more times, and it's not as bad as I first thought it was, but I still don't really, take to it, it really does nothing for me. But obviously, for the sake of this album reaction, we're gonna listen to it again. So this is TaTaTa featuring Travis Scott. Maybe I'll change my mind a little bit more after I've heard it one more time, but let's go. I kind of doubt it. It's got a groove to it though, I must say. Okay, so guys, that was TaTaTa, and you know what? I must admit, it's not as bad as I first thought it was. I can't even lie. When I first reacted to this, I thought this was kind of mid. It was like, I didn't really like the hook. I thought it was very repetitive. Didn't really like Travis Scott's feature. And I still don't like Travis Scott's feature, to be honest with you. I don't think I don't think the combination of Burna and Travis Scott worked. I don't think they really complemented each other well. I thought it was like the collaboration just felt a bit forced, and I don't think it's the type of record that Travis Scott suits, in my opinion. So I felt that the collaboration was a weak point of this record, but I can't lie, the instrumental and Burna's sort of verse were actually the standouts for me. I don't think the hook was particularly great, but I think the instrumentation and Burna's verses were sort of the plus points. So that side of things has grown on me. I think obviously, this track again is not as bad as I first thought it was. It does have a groove to it, and I can see that this is, a track made for the clubs, and yeah, like, so I do appreciate this song a little bit more, but again, it's not my favorite. But it's, do you know what it is? It's gone from a mid track to a decent record to me, you know? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I just felt the Travis Scott feature, number one, wasn't needed, and I don't think it really brought anything to the record, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, man, it's decent. So it's not. I don't think it's mid anymore. I think it's decent. Guys, moving on to track number 6. It's called "Come Gimme." Let's go. Let's go. Yes, Burna. Hey. Hey. This one's for the lovers, and listen, this was my bag, because listen, those of you who watch this channel know that I love my R&B. I love my R&B. R&B and neo soul are my favorite genres. So this one was for me. This one was more in the Afro R&B lane. And you know what? One thing I haven't said as well, and one thing I don't think Burna gets enough credit for, is his vocals. His vocals really shined on this track in particular. You know what I'm saying? Like, Burna doesn't really get credit for his vocals, but Burna, he can blow, he can blow. Obviously he doesn't have the greatest range, yeah, but like, he can definitely sing, and he can definitely hold a note. And yeah, his vocals really shined on this record, man. And this one is for me. This one was for the old school R&B heads, you know what I'm saying? And I just love how Burna is just a student of music, like, you can tell, bro, that he just loves music, and he doesn't just stick to his lane. Remember, he said, and I think this was very controversial, that he doesn't just want to be known as an Afrobeats artist. He's a lot more than that. He's a lot more than that. I don't know what the term was, but he said, no, don't categorize me and place me as an Afrobeats artist, because I can do a lot more than that. Don't box me in. And I agree. And he's showing this, and he's showing that on this album, for example. He's tapping into very different different genres and just different sort of sounds, and it's coming off really, really good. This one was one of my favorites, I can't lie. And even the hook, come give me, hey, come give me. Like, Burna knows how to create a hook that sticks in your head. He's very good at that. I was a big fan of 50 Cent, and one of the strengths that 50 Cent had was his hooks. And Burna is like that as well. Burna has really strong hooks, man. Very catchy, But yeah, guys, that was a banger. Love that record, man. So track number 7 is called Dem Day. them day, fire, fire. And you know what? I just clocked as well. Burna is a menace. Burna is a menace. I remember he previewed some of the lyrics of this track, you know, months back, and I think he did it right after. You know, there was a time where I think a woman kind of tried to expose Burna. For sleeping with him, and she said that he made her promises that he would get her a Lambo and stuff like that. And I remember it was this big story. I can't remember exactly what it was. And then when she came out and tried to expose him, I think, you know, a few days later, he then came out with this track, you know, not track, but he came out with some of the lyrics that happened to be in this track. You know, that's where the whole "no buy Lambo" has come from. It came from when that woman tried to expose him, saying, oh, she promised him a Lambo and stuff like that. So I just realized what this track was. Hey, Burna is a menace, you know. Burna is a menace, but yo, how must she be feeling? Because I can't lie, this is a banger, you know. This is a banger, bro. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to be playing this. So imagine if you're that woman right now, knowing that this track or some of this track is about you. Hey, I can't lie, Burna is a menace, but yo, another fire record, bro. You get it, like, Burna is he's just on form right now, bro. He's just on form. He's on form, bro. Right now, he's on form, and yeah, like, oh, Burna's a funny guy, man. But moving on to track number 8, it's called Sweet Love, and this, out of all the singles that Burna released on this tape, you know, obviously I love Update. I like Bundle by Bundle, but I think Sweet Love is the best single he's released from this tape, and it's probably the best track on this album. Obviously, I'm still yet to hear, you know, 6 or 7 more records on this, but I'll struggle to find a track that is better than this one. And this, to me, is one of Burna's best singles he's released in years. This track was just absolutely beautiful from a production standpoint, from a vocal standpoint. Like, just pound for pound, this is one of the best singles that Burna has ever released, you know, especially in the last few years. So, like I said, I love the reggae in influence sounds that this record brings. And obviously, Burna's a big fan of reggae music, you know, he's a big fan of, even a lot of people think that Burna, you know, Burna is Jamaican because of his dreads. But yeah, man, love this record. So I'm more than happy to play it again. This is track number 8, Sweet Love. Let's go.
I can shield your heart from danger.
Come on.
Want to be more than just a stranger. And if the stars align in my favor, then every night you and I sleep with me.
In that record was off the chain. Like, for me, every time you play that track, it gets better and better. Burna went to a whole different dimension with this record right here, and I'm telling you right now, if Bob Marley was still alive, he'll be proud of this record right here, bro. Because I know obviously that Burna is also a big fan of not only is he a fan of reggae music, but he's a big fan of Bob Marley. So if Bob Marley was alive, you know, today, to hear this record, he's probably hearing it in heaven. But like, yo, he'll be proud, because listen, Burna, for me, absolutely snapped on that record. And bro, like, again, there's just something so spiritual, you know, so spiritual, so ancestral about this song right here, you know. Bro, Burna definitely tapped into the ancestors with this one. I can't even lie to you, bro. Like, that record was basically flawless. I can't fault that record whatsoever. Nobody can fault that record whatsoever, bro. Burna put his heart and soul into this one. And bro, honestly, man, like, I'll struggle to find a track that I like more than this one on this album. And for me, like I said, man, this is one of Burna's best records he's ever produced, ever. Like, and I want to hear Burna on more reggae tracks. I think this is the first time I really heard Burna on a reggae influence instrumental. Like, I haven't. This is the first time, bro. Like, I can't remember unless I'm forgetting. But like, no, this is the first time I heard Burna on a type of record like this. And I want to hear more. I want to hear more, man, bro. Listen, I can't even say anything more, man. That track was flawless, man. Absolutely love it, bro. So track number 9 is called 28 Grams. Come on. Come on. Yeah. So that was 28 grams. This one was for the weed smokers. You know how Burna loves his shayo. You know, he loves his shayo. This one is for the weed smokers, man. I can't even lie to you, bro. Listen, and the amount of weed that Burna smokes, I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's actually quite mad, bro. He's always with the shayo. But yeah, like, you know, Burna kills me, man. Burna kills me. That's how much you know you're a weed smoker. The fact that you make a song dedicated to weed, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know you're a dedicated weed smoker. You know what I'm saying? But listen, listen, bro. It doesn't harm his vocals. I don't think it doesn't harm his people say that it even enhances creativity. So listen, man, like, I'm all for it, Burna. Just as long as you keep on creating bangers like this, I'm all here for it, man. Do what you gotta do, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's another one, guys. I don't think right now, apart from TaTaTa, for me, there hasn't been a bad record on this tape. You know what I'm saying, so far. And I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised by that because, like I said, the way that Burna has been going for his last couple of projects, I thought maybe he will continue on the trend. But Burna has definitely picked it up. And yeah, the only track that, you know, I didn't really, you know, like too much is TaTaTa. And even that, you know, I think is slightly better than what I gave it. So yeah, but that was the only track that I thought was just, you know, okay. But the rest of the tracks, guys, so far, man, you get what I'm saying? Like, this has just been, it's been a great listen, bro. So track number 10, guys, it's called Kabiyesi. Guys, sorry, obviously my pronunciation. Hold on, let me try and get this right. Kabiyesi. Okay, Kabiyesi. Track number 10, let's go. guys, that was Kabiyesi, and do you know what? That was okay. That was okay. I think, obviously there was a little sort of groove to it, but yeah, it was okay. It didn't really, I don't know, man. It didn't really do anything for me personally. I felt like this track was just more like a filler track, So yeah, this was one of the records that if it wasn't on the tape, it wouldn't have really made a difference. Not a bad record, but yeah, I don't really, I don't know if this really brought anything substantial. So yeah, probably this is the second record that I thought, wasn't as good as the others. Obviously, like I said, TaTaTa was the other one where I thought was okay, but yeah, like it's okay, not bad, but yeah, didn't really do anything for me, guys. I can't lie, but listen. Burna has given me, more than enough so far, man. More than I expected him to, for this album. Like, this album has come as a surprise to me. Like, obviously, I'm a big fan of Burna. But yeah, like, that track was okay. It wasn't bad. So the next track is called Empty Chairs featuring Mick Jagger. And this is a very interesting feature. And I just want to know how this is going to sound. Because obviously, Mick Jagger is a legend. An absolute legend. So yeah, I mean, I remember obviously when I saw the Travis Scott feature, even before I played it, in my head I was just thinking, how is Travis Scott gonna, really mesh well with Burna? Like, they're two different completely they're two complete different artists, and I don't know how that's gonna sound sonically. So yeah, this is a very interesting one, man. Empty Chairs featuring Mick Jagger. Let us go. Let's see how this one's gonna sound, man. So that was Empty Chairs featuring the one and only Mick Jagger, and that was very interesting. That sounded like something that I didn't know it would sound like, if that makes sense. Like yeah, it took me by surprise. I didn't expect what I heard, But you know what? At the same time, it was better than what I thought it would be. And that's again one thing about Ben I have to give him credit for. He never plays it safe. He is always up for experimenting and trying new things, and this was definitely something different. This is definitely something I have not heard from Burna before. Sonically, it sounded a bit all over the place, but at the same time, it sounded like it worked. Does that make sense? It sounded like it was chaos, but it was chaos that, was still in sync. I don't know how to describe it, guys. So, like I said, man, that was a very interesting record, man, and I just wanted to see how Mick Jagger will kind of fit in this song. And obviously, during the middle part of this record, it then kind of sort of switched sonically to sort of like a rock instrumentation where obviously Mick Jagger's vocals was layered on top. And yeah, I just thought it was, I thought it was just very different, man. Like at first it didn't really sound like it blended in well, but like I think the more and more I heard the record, man, like the more and more I was like, you know what, this is not sounding too bad, you know. This is not sounding too bad. And like I said, one thing about Burna, he's not afraid to experiment, you know, and sometimes the experiments can go good, sometimes the experiments can go bad. But I just appreciate the fact that Burna never sort of stays within his comfort zone. And that's important as an artist. If you want to sort of like evolve, if you want to sort of have a long career, there are times where you're going to need to reinvent yourself and try new things, you know, try things that you're not used to. And yeah, man, listen, I appreciate that. And yeah, the record didn't sound too bad, bro. It didn't sound too bad at all, man. I thought it was pretty decent. I can't even lie to you. I thought it was pretty decent, man. You know what I'm saying? So track number 12 is called Update. He already released this as one of the singles, and this was one of the singles that I absolutely loved, man. I thought it was an absolute banger. So let's listen to it again. This is track number 12, Update. Back to reality, hey. Back to reality. It's the old school. This one is for the old school. You understand? Soul to soul, the sample, lovely. If you don't know, get to know. You know what I'm saying? Back to reality. Back to reality. Can't lie, whoever the producer is, yo, give him a raise. Oh my days, bro. Like the way Burna flipped that sample as well, man. I have to commend it. You know, I have to really commend it. And obviously Burna has been doing that lately. Obviously flipping a lot of old school, you know, tracks, your old school classic tracks. You know, he's been doing that on a couple of his records, man. And obviously he flipped the Tony Braxton track. I can't remember what it's called. Man Enough for Me. Obviously, he flipped that. And then he flipped Brandy's track as well. On Top of the World. And then he flipped another one. He flipped another classic R&B track. Oh, bro. It was on his last album, man. I can't remember, it's just gone out of my head. And then obviously he's flipped this Soul to Soul record, which is an absolute classic. And yo, you can't go wrong with this one. I can't lie, you can't go wrong with it. But no, the way he flipped it, you know, I think definitely just in terms of the way he's flipped samples, this was the best one. You know, this was the best one. Absolute fire record, man. You know what I'm saying? And definitely one that I added to my playlist. And this is one of the tracks that I definitely play a lot, you know. But yeah, man, great track all round. So track called Pardon. going international with it. And sorry, I forgot to mention the featured artist on this. It's called, I think, Stormy. First time I'm hearing this guy, man. But yo, he killed the feature. I can't, and I'm assuming that he's a French artist. I'm just assuming that he was talking French. I don't know that for certain, but I think he was talking French, and he's a French artist, man. And you know what? It's pretty interesting because I think this is the first time I've heard Burna with an international European artist. And I was wondering when Burna was actually going to collaborate with a French artist, because listen, there's no secret that French artists right now are hot. They are hot, bro. Like, you know, the French music scene is blossoming. And I remember obviously Wizkid, you know, for his Mariah album, you know, he sort of had a couple of French artists that he collaborated with, and I thought those features were wavy. I thought they were wavy. So I was waiting on the day that Burna sort of, you know, kind of decided to collaborate with one of these artists, because, you know what I'm saying, like I just think it makes complete sense, you know. And yeah, this person, yeah, killed their feature, man. Shout out to you, Stormy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought this was an absolute bop. And yeah, man, I want to hear Burna collaborate with more French artists and international artists, or European artists in general, man, because I think that market right now is booming, you know. But yeah, man, this was a bop, bro. This was a bop, man. This was definitely my type of vibe. So track number 14, another one of the singles he released. I think maybe this might have been the first single he released from this campaign, Bundle by Bundle. I reacted to this on our channel, and I thought it was an absolute banger. So let's listen to it again, man. Bundle by Bundle. Let's go. Let's vibe. Bundle by bundle. Hey. Yo, fire. Guys, I wish I had my air horn right now. I don't have it. It's not working. But yo, the amount of wheel-ups I'll be doing right now, you guys are lucky. You lucky, because, you know what I'm saying, this reaction would have been longer than it should have been, because, yo, the amount of wheel-ups I wanted to do, yeah, but it is all good, man, at the same time. But yeah, an absolute vibe. Like I said, one of the singles he released, and yeah, man, to this very day, bro, bundle by bundle, it doesn't matter where you are. Like, you just can't help but move to it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, track number 15 is called Change Your Mind, featuring Shaboozey. Now, I heard the snippet of this record, yeah. And I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I need to actually hear the full song. But the snippet that I heard was a bit, didn't really, you know, like it too much. But let me hear the full track. And from what I heard, Burna is obviously tapping into his country bag, you know. Mr. Continental, Mr. Universal. So listen, I swear Burna's tapped into like 5 or 6 different music genres on this album alone. But like I said, it just speaks to Burna's versatility, man. But yeah, let's hear the full record. Let's go. Change your mind. Yeah. Yeah. okay. You know what? That didn't sound that bad, you know. It didn't sound that bad. I think definitely this is why it's important, guys, to listen to the full song instead of snippets, you know, because from the snippet, I thought it was sounding a bit like a bit mid, but no, man. This hearing the full track, it wasn't that bad. Again, not one of my favorites. And if this track wasn't on the album, again, it would have made no difference to me. But it wasn't actually bad. It wasn't bad at all. I thought Shaboozey, you know, added something vocally there. And I feel like, you know, it kind of did make sense, you know? Like, because normally with features, man, I'll be able to sort of instantly tell that, yo, there's something off about this feature. Doesn't sound cohesive, you know? But this one, I didn't feel like that. I didn't get that sort of, not that intuition, but I didn't get that feeling that this was, you know, that this didn't make real sense. I think that, yeah, it was decent. It was pretty decent. I can't lie. It was pretty decent, guys. But nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. And again, this obviously Burna tapping into obviously different markets. And working with obviously different artists from obviously different backgrounds. Obviously Shaboozey, we all know that he's killing the country music scene right now. So yeah, like I said, I love the fact that Burna's just open to work with anybody in it. He's not afraid to work with anybody, man. So also one thing I must say about track number 15 is the fact that like Burna, one thing I noticed about Burna is he always try and incorporate obviously his strengths to cater to other people's strengths. So, you know, again, Shaboozey is a country artist and Burna is an Afro artist, should I say. But Burna will always try and find a balance in between that makes it sonically make sense. Track number 16 is called Born Winner and it's the last track of the album.
You are born to be great.
Yes, you are.
Self-talk matters. Eternal talk with eternal significance is very important. Never say to yourself, I'm confused, I'm a loser. No. Or say to yourself what God says about you. You are not born to fail. You are not born to lose. You are not born to be insignificant. You are born to win.
You don't want no smoke, and go like the North Pole. It's been a long road. Oh, yeah, and let them be my child for me, child. Oh, daddy, I need me, side for me. Born without, this my testimony of a body now. And I'm in shit, no then she shake down. I do run, mama, be big, I love you, child.
Yes.
Your path may have some challenge along the way, but it is still God and cannot define you. Your guiding light shines ahead of you. Follow it. You are born to win.
I love that, man. I love that you are born to win. Love the message behind this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are born to win. Doesn't matter the challenges in front of you. You know, doesn't matter the hurdles that you need to come over. You were born to shine, man. And yeah, that's a message that all of us can take. And yeah, just a lovely way to end this album, guys. I can't even lie to you, bro. And first of all, let me just say, Burna, you're back on form. You are back on form, guys. You are back on form. Burna, this is what I wanted. And I can even just say now, having just heard this for the very first time, that this is Burna's second best album. African Giant obviously being his best work. And I don't know if Burna will ever be able to top African Giant, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to top it. It's there. You know, it's an absolute classic. But for me, this is comfortably his second album. His second best album, should I say. Just what I heard from it, you know, sonically, thematically, you know, just even from a lyrical point of view, and just even the message behind this project. I mean, the title says it itself, no sign of weakness. And I feel like Burna, it has definitely not even just redeemed himself, but I feel like he has shown his growth as an artist on this project. I mean, Burna has taken his versatility to a whole different level. Like I said, man, you know, this album definitely gave me different sounds, different instrumentation, and yeah, man, it just gave me a bit of everything. And one thing about Burna is that, you know, when Burna does something, he does it at a high level, you know, and this track definitely shown, you know, Burna's growth as an artist, man, and it's shown that, like, you know, Burna, he's got a few more years left in him. You know, people thought, oh, Burna is finished. Burna is never going to get back to African giant level. You know, he's declining. This album has shown me and has shown all of you that Burna is not declining at all. Burna is not declining. And again, I was surprised because I didn't think this album was going to be that good, because again, Burna's last couple projects, I haven't really been impressed with them. But like, this is a project that definitely, you know, gives me hope. You know, it gives me hope that, like, Burna is not done. You know what I'm saying? He is not done, and the Burna that I knew from before is still there, you know, and he can still make great projects. And yeah, man, this album has given me a lot of hope, man, and I really enjoyed this, guys. I can't even lie to you, man. There was only about 3 tracks out of the 16 that I thought were just okay, you know, that I just thought were decent, but the rest of the tracks, guys, I can't even lie, I was vibing to it. And yeah, Burna, you know what I'm saying? You've done it, you know. And yeah, guys, obviously, you let me know what you thought about this in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Is this Burna's second best project? Is this Burna returning back to form? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section, you know what I'm saying? All my African brothers and sisters, you know, and everybody that watches this video, man, I wish you nothing but the best. Wish you peace and love, and like I said, man, the full reaction will be up on our Patreon, so if you want to see that, you already know what to do. Sign up to our Patreon. But listen, guys, have a blessed day, and I'll be back again real soon with another one. But until then, stay blessed. I'm out. Peace.